The Aphrodite giant. Aphrodite giant cats, also known as Cypriot cats, St. Helen cats, and St. Nicholas cats, are a landrace of domestic cat found across the island of Cyprus. A standardized breed is being developed from them. Among cat fancier and breeder organizations, it is presently fully recognized by the World Cat Federation, with breeding regulated by the World Cat Congress, under the name Cyprus cat, and provisionally by the International Cat Association as the Aphrodite. All three organizations permit short-haired and semi-long-haired versions, and no outcrossing to other breeds. Hi there, I'm Grace, and welcome to Kittens Corner. Here we'll talk everything cats, for cat lovers, just like yourselves. If you haven't already, please be sure to paw that subscribe button, and don't forget to like and ring that bell to be notified of future videos. So, let's take a further look into the Aphrodite giant. Before we continue, how about a quick trivia? How long has the Aphrodite giant cat been around? A. 1,000 years. B. 10,000 years. C. 100 years. Hang in there, and we'll get back to the answer of this trivia question at the end of the video. The earliest known written record of cats on Cyprus refers to a story of St. Helen of Constantinople sending 2 boatloads of cats to a monastery on the island from Egypt or Palestine in the 4th century AD to deal with an infestation of snakes. Cats on Cyprus have been able to breed for centuries with comparatively little outside influence. This has resulted in a distinct, locally adapted variety of cat which appears to have developed as a feral population in the inner highlands, though is found throughout the island in modern times. While wildcats in association with humans on Cyprus date to at least 7500 BC, the earliest proven association of cats with humans, there is no known connection between those ancient tamed wild specimens and modern domesticated Aphrodite giant cats, despite breeder claims to the contrary. History. A paper by J.D. Vigne et al. Concluded in 2004 that the discovery of Near Eastern wildcat remains in a 9,500-year-old grave in Cyprus is the oldest example to date of a cat in close association with humans. Archaeologists led by Jean Guillaine working at the Neolithic site of Shilarocambos uncovered carefully interred remains of a cat alongside human remains and decorative artifacts, on an island separated from the mainland since before human habitation, thus indicating human introduction of cats to the area. Examination showed that a small pit or grave had been deliberately dug out, and the body of the cat was placed in it, then rapidly covered. The cat skeleton predates Egyptian depictions of cats by 4,000 years or more. There is no evidence that modern cats of any variety are descended from ancient Cypriot wildcats. Nevertheless, both WCF and Tika have uncritically repeated breeder claims of such descent. Aphrodite giant cats of today are more likely linked with the monastery named St. Nicholas of the Cats, which was founded in the 4th century AD. It is located near Aphrodite. According to Byzantine legend, Helena of Constantinople, St. Helen, shipped hundreds of cats from Egypt or Palestine to Cyprus in 328 AD to control venomous snakes that had infested the area around the monastery, following a drought lasting 37 years. The monastery had 2 bells, one to call the cats to meals, and the other to send them into the fields to hunt snakes. The population of cats at the site, today a nunnery, once dwindled, but has now revived thanks to care by the resident nuns. The Nobel laureate Georgos wrote of these cats in his poem The Cats of St. Nicholas. The story being a legend, it is impossible to know for certain today if shiploads of cats were really sent to Cyprus in the 4th century, and cats have, of course, been arriving on the island, often as ships' cats, for many centuries. The World Cat Congress is of the opinion that Aphrodite giant cats developed over time in mountainous inner Cyprus from various populations of cats around the island, and became large and bushy-haired to cope with hunting comparatively large prey like rats, big lizards, and snakes in cool, wet, mountain weather, though summers there are fairly hot and dry. The other 2 organizations' breed summaries are generally consistent with this view, though it is uncertain who first produced this account of their origin, or on what basis. It is unclear whether Aphrodite giant cats are closely related to the broader Aegean cat landrace of mainland and island Greece. Genetic testing to date, see below, has shown only that the Aphrodite giant cats are distinct enough that a breed could be developed from them. Characteristics. Aphrodite giant cats are somewhat thick-haired, from short-haired up to semi-long-haired in cat fanciers' jargon, and are an athletic and energetic variety. Feral populations are found throughout the island of Cyprus, from mountainous and cooler regions to the lower, hotter areas near the coasts, including in the cities. As such, this cat has locally adapted to different climates/seasonal change. However, it may be more associated with the mountainous areas. Aphrodite breed development. Local breeders began in 2006 to attempt to establish a standardized breed from local feral cats. In 2008, a World Cat Federation all-breeds judge visited Cyprus to work at a cat show, citation needed, and was introduced to a breeder of purebred cats developed in this trial breeding program from the Aphrodite giant cats. Considering the cats distinct, he wrote a standard of points and named them Aphrodite giant. The president and board members of WCF advised that these Aphrodite cats should be shown outside Cyprus to become better known within the cat fancy, but did not immediately accept the nascent breed. Subsequently, a group of interested people in Cyprus decided to form a club, which was named the Aphrodite Giant Cats National Breed Association, which applied for government approval and started functioning in late 2009. CNBA applied to affiliate to the World Cat Federation in April 2012. On July 1, 2012, the cat became a fully recognized breed of the World Cat Federation, originally as just the Aphrodite's giant long-hair, though it is actually in the organization's semi-long-haired division, after the CNBA attended the WCF General Assembly in Gelsenkirchen, Germany, and applied for recognition of the cats in April 2012. Today, WCF also recognizes a short-haired variant. In September 2017, the International Cat Association recognized the cats, under the name Aphrodite, as a preliminary new breed, in its own breed group, and with both short-haired and semi-long-haired varieties. Some TICA members have started breeding programs for the Aphrodite in Europe, Asia, and the United States. In breeder terminology, this constitutes a natural or traditional breed, one developed from local stock to preserve its key characteristics, rather than created by breeders to have new features. Before we wrap up, let's get back to our trivia question. How long has the Aphrodite giant cat been around? If you haven't guessed it yet, the answer is B. The Aphrodite giant is one of the world's oldest cat breeds, having been around for nearly 10,000 years. Well, that's all we have for the Aphrodite giant. We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know your thoughts and leave a comment below. We'll see you next time on Kittens Corner.